Hi guys, today I'm very excited. Finally, we are going to start our web development CSS and HTML course, and after completing this course, you will be able to create website like this one, and this is the last and final project of this course as well. And this is a fully responsive website. It will look great in mobile phones as well. So let's try to rescale our window, scale it down. So let's see in the mobile view. As you can see, everything is looking perfectly aligned and nothing is going crazy here. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So first of all, to write HTML and CSS, we need some kind of editor. Of course, you can use Notepad, but that's way too simple. We need some editor which can have functionality like syntax highlighting, auto completion, and stuff like that. So for that, I'm going to use VS Code. You can also use Atom, Sublime, or brackets. Since VS Code is free, plus VS Code has a lot of extensions, so I'm going to use VS Code. I have already downloaded and installed, so I'm not going to do it again. So after you download and install it and run it for the first time, you will see something like this. Now we are going to minimize VS Code and go back to our desktop. Now we need to create a folder. You can create the folder anywhere on your PC. I'm going to create it on my desktop. So let's go file, new, then folder. Okay, so our folder is ready. Go back to the VS Code and then I'm going to go file and open folder and going to desktop, the blood coders, select folder. So now as you can see, the blood coder folder is open in the VS Code. But without going any further, let's first discuss what is HTML and what is CSS. So let's go back to our Chrome and I'm going to close this tab. So let's search for HTML MDN. By the way, MDN means Mozilla Documentation, and it's really a very nice website for documentation, and personally it's my favorite website as well. So I'm going to open the basics one. So as you can see, HTML is it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's a markup language, it's not a programming language, as you can see over here as well. So markup language means it is used to mark things up in the website. Okay, suppose as we can see here, this is a P tag in HTML. This is telling the opening or the starting of the P tag, and this is saying the ending or the closing of the P tag. The ending tag is basically written with a forward slash and then followed by the tag. Okay, let's understand with this picture. This is the opening tag and this is the closing tag, and everything in between it is its content. Okay, so let's go back to the VS Code and then I'm going to create a new file. So you can either click on this icon or just right click and then a new file. So I'm going to name it index.html. Again, you can name it anything, but it has to be end with .html because that is the file extension that our browser is going to recognize. Okay, so our index.html is ready. Now I'm going to insert a exclamation mark and then press enter. Now VS Code is going to write all the boilerplate code for us. So as we can see, we have something called head and then something called body. For now, we are going to work only in the body. For now, let's just understand head tag is used for metadata, and body is the place where we write the actual content that is going to be displayed in our website. Okay, we can press Ctrl+S to save this. Okay, so I have saved it here. Now I will just go back to my desktop and then I will go inside the blood coder folders and then index.html. I'm just going to open it in the Chrome. Currently this is a blank document, but you see this document here that is coming from this title tag, this title. If we change this to this is my first website and then go back to the browser and then refresh, you are going to see this here. Okay, I'm going to put browser and editor side by side so that we can see something. Okay, now we have something called P tag. Okay, so in P tag I'm going to write The bullet coders are best. And then I'm going to save it using Ctrl+S. So as you can see, nothing appears on the screen. That's because we need to reload this web page. So as soon as we reload this, we are going to see this paragraph. But as you can see, this is very annoying. So I'm going to install an extension which is going to do the auto reload for us, and that is called Live Server. So go back to the VS Code and then just go into the extension and then type Live Server. It's this one here, and just click install, and this is installed now. So just close this tab, then we can close this one as well. Now I'm going to close my browser as well. So this is the index file. Okay, now if we right click anywhere and then choose open with live server, it's going to start our browser. Okay, so apart from that, we also need to enable autosave so that we don't have to manually hit Ctrl+S all the time. So I will go into the setting, then autosave. I will choose after delay and then 500 millisecond, that is half second. So every half of a second this file is going to save automatically. If I write something like, so you can see the website is getting update in the real time, and that is because of the live server and our autosave feature. We have 6 heading tag starting from H1 to H6. H1 is the largest heading tag and H6 is the smallest. Let's see. So as you can see, we have this heading. The first one is very big, the second one is little bit small, the third one is more small, and so on. So the first one we can use for our website title or something important, some important text. Apart from that, we have some more tags in HTML which I'm going to show you. Suppose we want to write this coder in bold. It's written code. We need to write coders. Yeah. So for that we can use something called a strong tag. So I'm going to use strong, and then I will just copy paste coders inside this strong tag. And now browser is going to display it in the bold font, as you can see here. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to show you one more tag, that is EM tag. As you can see, the best is a little bit emphasized. It's written in italic way. So this is the strong tag and this is the EM tag. We also have some tag called BR tag. Okay, let's first understand something. This is H1 tag, okay, and this is the ending or closing of the H1 tag. In HTML, most of the tag has a starting as well as ending, or you can say opening as well as closing. This type of pattern, like say this P, opening of P and then ending of P. Same with H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. So but not every tag has this opening and closing type of thing. Suppose we have a PMG tag, and IMG tag is used for displaying images inside our website, uh, and it does not have any closing tag. Okay, so this src is going to take the path of the image. Currently in our file tree we don't have any image, but we can easily get one. So this, I have this image. Now I'm going to directly drag and drop inside our file tree. Now close this. Now I can just control and space for my hint, then I can get the name of the file, that is this one. Now go back to the browser. Now you can see this image is displaying inside here. We can also use online images, and for that we need to go into the browser and then search for the images. So for the, for example, if I search Kirito and I want to take this image, just go here and then copy image address and then go back to the VS Code. Don't no longer need this tab, and I can just paste in here. So now that image is displaying in our website. I hope you guys understand the basic of HTML, how to install the IDE, where to write the code, how to write the code, what HTML is for, or stuff like that. So this was about the HTML. Now what is CSS? So let's search CSS MDN. Again I'm going to go for Mozilla documentation. So CSS stand for cascading style sheet. So HTML is a way of defining or marking our thing, like here this tells that this is h1. Okay, so this is h1, this is being marked by HTML. But CSS, what it can do, it can decide its color, size, font style, background style, and a lot more. So HTML is used for structuring our website, whereas CSS is used for styling our website. So I hope you guys understood what HTML is, what CSS is.